They are there to help you change your reality. It's just up to how you interpret it, which changes your existence. When you have people that will do things that you don't like, and do things that make you mad, and do things that make you upset, when you have spiritual attacks on you and you're angry about it, you're getting mad about it, you don't like it, you're starting to think the worst thoughts, there actually is a way to use what they're trying to do against you. All right, that is the definition of they meant it to you for bad, but God meant it to you for good. All right, they may have meant this toxic, negative situation they're trying to have you experience. They may have meant that to you for bad, but you can actually use it for good. All right, and I know some of you are already catching on already. Yes, you have to transmutate your energy. That's one part of it. But this is what you also have to do. I figured this out the other day when I used this against the person. And not only did I do that, but that same day I heard a video explaining the same thing. The person was basically telling me what I did, but I didn't know I did it. So once I found out that that's something that I did and it worked and it helped, and then once I found out more about it, I said I had to share it with my subscribers. All right, not that you all didn't know this already, but let me further break this down and explain it anyway. When they try to get you pissed off, you can actually use that as an opportunity to be pissed off. Instead of pissed off, it's time for a peace off, a peace offering. Instead of being pissed off, be a peace offering to the situation and offer up peace. Don't get pissed. Get peace. That's the best way to deal with these situations. But you have to use the situation to make you grow. It has to be used in a way to make you grow. In a way to make you go up instead of in a way to make you go down. Because if you're used to getting angry at them or upset at them, and that's something that you keep doing, but it's something that you don't want to do, this is the best way to avoid that situation. Like Einstein said, a clever man solves problems, a wise man avoids them. So you want to be as wise as you can and avoid these problems. Don't let people trouble your mind when you don't have to. Don't let situations trouble your mind when you don't have to. You can do these with negative people, and you can use this practice for negative situations to where you just don't agree. Instead of agreeing with this person's evil that they have for you, agree with the good that you have for yourself and the good that you have for them. Have good for them. Don't be tricked into hating them. Don't be tricked into having negative feelings toward them, animosity toward them. Have good for yourself, believe in the good for yourself, and believe in the good for them as well. If you can believe in good for yourself, as well as believe in good for those that may be trying to trouble you or torment you, they're going to be powerless. They're going to be rendered powerless. That man that dropped me off, right? You want to know what's so weird about that situation? There are so many things about that situation that I want to go over with you guys, right? So y'all be on point. Something told me not to take that ride, and I didn't want to cancel it because dude was so close. But something just told me, but I thought I was being paranoid. Why are you so paranoid? I thought I was being paranoid, y'all. Some of us are just hyper aware. All right, so some of us have some of us are just hyper aware, and you are just like so on it. I believe they call it clairvoyant or Claire something. Shout out to Claire. It's Claire something. But I didn't know I could be that on it. Something told me, said don't take that. I said, you know what, whatever. He's already here. It's 1 minute away. Something said don't take it. I get in the car, right? This dude was cracking his. He started. I was sitting there enjoying my peace, and out of nowhere, bro starts cracking his knuckles or whatever. Don't you know that's a thing that these people do? If you read the books, I don't need to read the book. That's what's up. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man. He said, "Here, I don't need to read the book." I've read some of these books where it says that the knuckle cracking is a tactic that they'll use. Key jingling, knuckle cracking. But it's like I always, even when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's a little far out. But when you experience certain things and certain things match up, it's just too much of a coincidence. It's just too synced up and linked up to be a coincidence. This man cracked his, I'm sitting there thinking prosperous thoughts, having me a prosperous ride to go get my chicken and waffles. This man cracks his knuckles, and I end up looking at him, and then I go back to, that's the first thing that popped in my mind. I said, I'm like, he cracked his knuckles. But I was like, you know what, let me just chill out. He's just cracking his knuckles, blase, that ain't nothing towards me. I tend to, think positive and assume the best, expect the best, especially when you figure out the law of assumption, all right? And I'm sitting there assuming, good things. And don't you know, after not paying attention to this man and enjoying this, he was more focused on me than that damn ride. He had to get me about his car. He was sizzling. Jesus was in there sizzling. Jesus. Brother Jesus was not a brother today. All right, brother Jesus, brother Jesus was not a brother today. He was in there cooking like them eggs that they prepared for me at my breakfast. He was in there sizzling. Had to get me up out that, had to take me to the wrong. He canceled the ride. Took me to all the way to East Jablit, West Jabumble, and dropped me off. He talking about some $4. He started asking for money. Man, I was about to unbuckle my seatbelt, get out the car, and have a good day. And that's what I did. I got out that car, unbuckled my seatbelt, and I had a good day. And I left his car door open. He had to close that himself. Homie, don't play that. Left his car door right open. He had to close that himself. Yes, he did. But I mean, that's the least I did. That's the most he got out of me was not closing his door. I said, "You canceled that ride." He said, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't." I looked at the app. It said he canceled. It said ride canceled by driver. Can't make that up. It says it on the app. It said ride canceled by driver. He was hating and debating and canceled that ride. But you know what? I let it slide because God will provide. All right, I let that go like a pro. But I allowed that situation to help me. He meant it for bad. God meant it for good. Those situations, when you overcome them, that's a W for you. Those situations help you grow. And also when you understand how to use your mind and you're working towards renewing your mind and creating a new reality for yourself, and you have to become a different person, And on top of that, you have to overcome these types of people because it's spiritual warfare, and you have to deal with it every single day anyway. You're becoming a stronger person. So it is what it is. He got that, but he also got a bad review. Instead of getting something else bad, which would have resulted in a bad situation for me and him, I got that refund on that ride. I don't even think they charged me for it. Because yo, dude dropped me off in the middle of nowhere, yo. But God, yo, he meant it to me for bad. God meant it to me for good. I now have more patience. I was able to just chill out. And it takes that if you want to be successful. You got to be able to control that, because there are going to be people that try to do that to you, and you got to be able to maintain your success. Imagine becoming rich and you end up because you end up stuck in your old ways. Now somebody is stuck in your old pay, and you owe them $150,000 or whatever. Why become successful just to throw it all away? We're not throwing our lives away. And also, we're changing our experience. When you tell yourself certain things like, I use these situations to program my mind for better now. It's like, oh, like, think about it. People who are so successful and so wealthy and so prosperous, and their life is just so good. Little things like that, would that bother somebody like Prince Charles? Would that bother somebody like Michael Jordan? Would that bother Shaq? He dropped me off in the wrong area. Let me make the best of it. There's some people over there. Let me go take some selfies with them. Shaq. Oh, yes, I'm Shaq. Yeah, I know you love me. Yes, yep. I'm making the best of it. Like, yo, there are people who are doing so well in life, you could say whatever. You could do whatever. It's not going to faze them because they're just enjoying their life so much. They know who they are. They're just confident in the way their life is going. It's like there are people who are doing so good that they're unfazed by little things like that. So that's how you want to see yourself. And that's how you're supposed to use those situations to change your life. And how you know you're supposed to be rich and successful is by the more attacks you have. The more you're attacked, the more successful you're going to be, because the more opportunities you have to elevate your mind and use these people to elevate your way to success. I'm telling y'all, they work for you. Spiritually, like in the spiritual realm, you're sitting on a throne, and these people are grapes, sir. Lunch, sir. Let me fan you. I can fan you. You hot, sir? There's the fan, sir. Would you like the what did they do to Semi the bath, sir? They come out there and give you, hey, that's you. I can't go any further than that. Anyway, it like spiritually, these people take care of you in a different realm, or else they getting bop. That's why so much animosity down here, because up there spiritually everything's in check up there. Everything's in check in the spiritual realm, as far as those things are concerned. And if it wasn't, it would been. If it wasn't, but we know we got to behave down here. We know we do. We know we got to behave down here because we're working towards better. We want more out of life. We know that we know that we're too blessed to be stressed, And that's really the idea that you have to develop about yourself. And that's how you have to feel about yourself. Plus, letting a lot of things go in certain situations, it could be a life-saving situation for you. There are situations where some people, some people you have to, if you want to get out alive, sometimes it's best to be like, hey, okay, yeah, it's no problem, hey, whatever, cool, all right, peace. Certain situations is best to just be like that. You want to be able to talk to people. You don't want to be one of those types of people that immediately just get into aggressive mode. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your safety. It's not good for your self-image, your character. It definitely ain't good for your money. Nobody wants to be around that. So that's why they try to force you to become that. They know nobody wants to be around that. So you got to deal with you more than you have to deal with other people. That's why I'm always telling you that as well. You have to deal with you more than you deal with other people. But once you can figure out that they're actually there to help you, then you could look at it from, you meant it to me for bad, but God meant it to me for good. They're there to help you learn about yourself. They're there to help you become your greatest version. They're there to help you, they're even there to help you get closer to God. They're there to push you closer to Him. He's using them to bring you closer to Him. So that way you'll need Him and rely on the power within yourself. He's using them to bring you closer to yourself. There's something, especially if you feel that there's something that you're supposed to be doing, like you have a special purpose, like you have a calling on your life, like it's something pulling you in a certain direction. Oh, trust and believe. The enemy's definitely going to be attacking you. They're going to be hitting you with left, rights, uppercuts, over top of the heads. But they're still not going to be able to knock you out. They're still not going to be able to take you down. They're still not going to be able to make you quit or give up. And once you gain a certain amount of strength, insight, spiritual awareness, spiritual maturity, you can overcome this situation. And you'll have to keep dealing. You'll just have to deal with it as it comes, and it may be more intense, but the more you have control over yourself, it'll still be easier for you to deal with it. You'll have your ways of dealing with things. You'll have your ways of processing things, of getting over things, and you'll come up with strategies. They have tactics to try to make you the opposite way of how you want to be. You have strategies to protect your peace and your happiness and continue to want to go about your day as you choose to. So you use them to elevate you, use them to make you wealthier. I am too relaxed. There's too much wealth in my life right now. Things are going good for me. Things are going too good for me. Things are going too well for me. Good things are happening to me. I don't have time to focus on that. I don't have time to put my mind in that direction when I could use that to propel me and direct me further in the direction that I want to go. And that's why you have to know what you want. If you know what you want, you wouldn't waste your time getting upset over some idiot. If you knew what you really wanted and wanted it that bad, you wouldn't waste a second of your thought power on that stuff. Because you know how powerful your thoughts are. Your thoughts control everything. Your thoughts control everything. Now I don't look like the headless horseman. Your thoughts control everything. Or the bodiless headman. There we go. I was looking like I didn't have no body for a second. Just a floating head. Your mind controls everything. Don't waste it on thinking about what you don't want. That's the trick of the enemy. All right, taking these ruthless inhabitants in your land, drinking up your wine, eating up your milk and honey. Don't do it. All right, you got to be ruthless with these inhabitants. All right, destroy every one of them, kill every one of them, defeat every one of them. And I'm talking about the negative thoughts in your mind, not people. Don't go out there and hurt. Don't go out there and hurt nobody, kill nobody. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying for you to go out and cause bodily harm to nobody, for real. But what I am saying is be ruthless with the inhabitants in your mind, because when the Bible talks about killing off the people, it's talking about killing off the negative thoughts in your mind. So you want to kill off all those bad thoughts. You want to kill off the negative way you feel towards other people, because that will keep you at peace. Or you'll have a peace off. You'll be peaced off, party peace off, instead of party pissed off. You don't want to be pissed off. All right, you don't want to be pissed off. You don't. You want to be happy because you're happy. If other people are mad because they're mad, well, guess what? That's too damn bad. You want to be happy because you're happy, and that's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right for you to be happy. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be depressed. If you're depressed, you're thinking depressed thoughts. If you're sad, you're thinking sad thoughts. All right? Don't make these people think that you're stuck in some type of reality where they have all this control over you and you have to react every time they do something. You have to think wealth every time they do something. You should be thinking, I'm so blessed. Everything is working out for me. I couldn't possibly even waste 1 ounce of thought on anything other than this good feeling in this moment right here. Because regardless of what anything or anyone could be trying to cause, I'm not moved by things. I move things. There's no power outside myself except within my very own mind. And it cannot be otherwise, and I rejoice because of it. That's how you handle that. Let these people force you to use your imagination. You do this for 1 week and your whole life will change. How you feel will change. How you view people will change. You'll be able to smile at your haters. Hi, hater. You'll be able to smile at the people that want you to frown. You were supposed to be upset. Too bad. People, you're gonna have people going crazy, because once they cannot alter how you feel, and that anger stays in them, and you go off ignoring them and living your life. Oh no, it's gonna be a combustion. People gonna start exploding. It's just go brain matter everywhere. People gonna start imploding, y'all. They're just gonna just chemically combust. In the last days, they said they're gonna do that, right? In the last days, it says that people gonna chemically combust. Am I right or am I wrong? They gonna start chemically combusting. Why? When you start stepping in your divinity, and you fully take, and you lose all that fear, and you take on your life's purpose, and you start, and on top of that, you start ignoring them because they don't exist. They don't even exist. Once you start ignoring them, and that's why they mad. They mad because they don't even freaking exist. And when they make you angry and upset you, then they exist, because there's a energetic link between you and them. You realize them, you acknowledge them, you even got angry at them. You giving them all the energy of the world to thrive and survive. They don't exist. Bobby Hemmett said that. They don't exist, damn it. keep thinking I got shades on, but it's this picture frame behind me. They don't exist. So stop acting like they do. You are dealing with this matrix with your divinity. You are dealing with this matrix from the kingdom of God out. They can't enter the kingdom of God, can they? No. The kingdom of God is within. They don't have a pass. They can't get in there. They're not getting in there. Only good people get in there. Only the good ones. It's time to level up, even though they're trying to devil up. They're trying to devil up, but it's time to level up. Even though they want to devil, they trying to devil it up. Even though they want to devil it up, all right. You know they got to. Even though they want to devil it up, guess what? You got to level it up. All on a devil, okay? Keep leveling up. The higher the devil, the higher the level. A new level, new devil. Well, guess what? That means it's about to be a even newer level. Because once you defeat that new devil, you guess what? When you get to a new level, it's like a game. It's just like a video game, and we're gonna be defeating these devils left and right. Cause we got that act right for them. All right, we got that act right for them. So once you continue to focus on yourself, you don't let them distract you. You don't let them destroy your peace. Smile at them, keep it moving, go off and keep enjoying your life. They're not gonna be able to handle that. They're gonna be waiting for you around the corner. You may have to do it again. You may have to be peaceful and polite again. I was about to say polite. I was about to say policeful. You're gonna have to do something. All right. So the more you elevate, and the more you come in contact with the light within, the more you come in contact with the God within, the more you harness more positive energy and more focus, you're keeping your light, and they're unable to steal it. They're unable to attack you and fill you with darkness. Charlie Murphy. They're not allowed to fill you with darkness, man. Their witchcraft is powerless, and you are powerful. So let them boost you up, let them lift you up, let them have you feel good about yourself instead of bad about yourself. This is how you view them as fans, instead of view them as getting you upset on demand. Instead of allowing them to get you upset on demand, view them the way I'm describing in this video, so you could see them as your number one fans. Oh, hey, hi, how you doing? Hello. And hell, he's so happy about. I'm not you. Have a blessed day. All right. So it takes a lot to be able to deal with certain things, but you can do it because it's just in you to do it. And when you have a high calling like yours, you have no choice. God forces it upon you for you to go through the transformation, so you can show them you are that much better than them. No matter how evil they get, no matter how toxic they get, he's using you to show you as an example of how good he is, and how real he is, and how powerful he is, all over the enemy. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. If you support this channel, send a donation to my Cash App or my PayPal. It will be greatly appreciated. If you want to know how to do that, the links are in the description. Don't be afraid to send a donation. Support this channel. Peace, love, and light. We out.